Now on CoastTV News.
A literal drug and gun arrest, Delaware State Police releasing details about this arrest. And coming up in sports, see how the Cape Henlopen girls basketball team fared versus a Northeast Virginia school at the Governor's Challenge.
Well, we got up into the 60s today on Delmarva. Now I'm tracking some showers and damp conditions through the evening with more rain to come and more warmth into our Sunday. I'll break it all down, plus have my latest New Year's Eve forecast next.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Brandon Ferguson and welcome to CoastTV News at 6. Tonight we begin in Laurel. Delaware State Police arrested 29-year-old Devin Collins and 31-year-old Brittany Gray after a search conducted of Collins' residence. A loaded 9mm handgun was found and over 500 grams of drugs ranging from heroin to methamphetamines were found. Collins and Gray totaled at 13 felonies between the two. DNREC is investigating a possible outbreak of the bird flu in Sussex County. Sick and dead snow geese were found along the coast yesterday and were sent to the University of Delaware for testing. If confirmed, this would be the first detection of the virus in the Delmarva region since May 2022. Officials are urging caution if you encounter sick or dead birds, and hunters are reminded to handle harvested waterfowl carefully. If you want to learn more about these snow geese possibly contracting the bird flu in Sussex County, we have a full article on CoastTV.com. We now take a live look into Milford, and our first alert meteorologist, Chris Mastrobono, joins us. And Chris, a relatively rainy and ugly day so far on Delmarva.
Yeah, without question. The good news is it's been mild. We had temperatures in the 60s today, and we're going to continue that warmth throughout the day tomorrow as well and into the new week. But you could see some shower activity beginning to build back over Delmarva. It's generally in the light, more of the nuisance variety. You can see it moving over the bay into portions of Crisfield and Cambridge, and it's all thanks to this stalled out frontal boundary over there. But there is plenty more moisture back off to the west, and in fact, quite a severe weather outbreak at this hour breaking out across the south, but that is going to be in the form of a cold front that moves through tomorrow night. You can see temperatures right now in the 50s and 60s. So if you're making your way out this evening, pack the umbrella. We're going to see some light shower and drizzle activity, and we'll have some fog build in through the overnight, but a mild night. Look at these overnight lows in the 50s. That's going to be warmer than the average high for this time of year. So as we move into our Sunday, looking for highs soaring back into the mid to upper 60s with evening rain developing, some of which could be on the heavy side and maybe even a rumble of thunder, and we're going to stay on the unsettled side as we roll into New Year's Eve. We'll break down the rain chances tomorrow, have the latest timing and my full forecast in just a few moments.
Thank you, Chris. And in sports, it's day 3 of the 42nd annual Governor's Challenge basketball tournament. The Delmarva Sports Network's Michelle Roberts takes us to the action.
Cape Henlopen girls basketball came into the Governor's Challenge with 4 straight wins and a 5-1 record. Yesterday at this tournament, they fell by 5 points to Bethesda Chevy Chase, but today they had the opportunity to rebound versus CG Woodson, a team out of Fairfax, Virginia. This consolation matchup at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, Woodson coming off a 6-point loss to Queen Anne's County yesterday. At the end of the first quarter, Woodson up 10-7 as Michaela Childs knocks down the 3, putting her team up by 6 after the first frame. Into the second quarter we go, under 3 minutes left. Cape down 17-9. Michaela Gordon under pressure sends it out to Haven Green, who lets it rip from 3-point range and cashes in. Vikings trail by 5. On the other end, the Cavaliers trying to extend their lead, but Green with the rejection underneath the basket, doing a little bit of everything on both sides for Cape as she led the team with 10 points. Staying with the Vikings, working the ball around on offense, it ends up with Maya End, who drills the triple as Cape is now down by 2 with under 2 minutes left in the second. But the Cavaliers' offense was relentless, and Talise Alvarez with the tough finish, scoring 2 of her game-high 12 points for Woodson, score 20-15 now. Then as time winding down in the second, Cavs with the ball, Emma Kamali sinks the shot as Woodson led 22-15 at half, and they go on to win 45-23 over Cape. Reporting from Princess Anne, Maryland, for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Michelle Roberts.
In Lewis, the first step of a long-term plan to widen Kings Highway has started. It's work on the relocation of utility lines right near Cape Henlopen High School. DelDOT says they are adding turn lanes at Kings Highway and Clay Road, and some people in Lewis who use the road daily say it's causing major backups. while others think it's inevitable.
To have the milling going on, you have to pay the price now to have good paving in the future, which we're going to want. When you look at the greater scheme of things, you just have to plan your day a little bit more and what the route you're going to take.
DelDOT says Kings Highway is being widened because of the significant amount of growth in the area. Today's holiday house on your screen right now. Some nice setup from a few different Santas there from Molly and Scott Snowdy. A Merry Coastal Christmas. And we want to see more of your bright lights and festive setups. You can submit your pictures and videos right now at coasttv.com/holidayhouse. And there are BB healthcare facilities spread all across Sussex County. And now Millsboro, there will soon be another one there. On your screen now is the site of the future building off of Route 113, right next to the Millsboro bypass construction. Coast TV spoke with a nearby neighbor about BB coming to Millsboro.
Really excited. We moved here in May from Bucks County, Pennsylvania, so we got all of our health care at Lehigh Valley, and we've still been going back and forth. So we're looking for a place to establish here.
BB says the average national ambulance ride is 17 minutes, and by putting this facility in Millsboro, it will reach more people faster. Holiday travelers returning home this weekend could contend with more delays at airports as severe thunderstorms intensify in the south and a parade of atmospheric river-fueled storms slam the west. Millions are under a tornado watch across the south, where a level 4 out of 5 for severe weather exists. John Lurisic has more.
Severe weather is expected across the south on Saturday with an outbreak of severe storms and possible tornadoes. Millions are under watches that extend from Texas to Alabama.
We do have a prolonged period of strong to severe thunderstorms, already seeing power outages beginning to mount.
The impacts come as millions of holiday travelers make their way back home. More than 18,000 flights around the U.S. were delayed or canceled Thursday and Friday, and as of Saturday afternoon, more than 100 flights have been canceled Saturday in the U.S., according to FlightAware.com.
This is going to be where most of the delays will be confined today, but notice that we do have the threat for some travel delays across the Northwest as well.
Meanwhile, out west, the risk of heavy rain and mountain snow is expected this weekend. 1 to 2 feet of snow is forecasted across the Northwest and Rockies, causing travel headaches for some drivers.
I got a little freaked out, so I called my parents, and so they were like, just pull over, see what you guys can do.
We got stuck in the snow and we couldn't put on these chains, and he helped us put this on.
Winter weather alerts are in place in parts of the Cascades and Rockies. Heavy rainfall is also expected in parts of the Pacific Northwest, where the area could see up to 10 inches through the weekend. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
And yeah, that is quite a severe weather outbreak down to the south, especially for this time of year. We are going to see some of that energy make its way to Delmarva. I'll let you know what that means as far as our weather is concerned as we roll into our Sunday coming up.
Coming up after the break, we take a look at a Sussex County tradition that's been around since the 1800s and how it's still going strong in 2024.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
Ants are usually considered a nuisance pest and enjoy a slightly better reputation than other home invaders like cockroaches and mice. But recent studies indicate ants carry germs. Those ants in your kitchen aren't just helping themselves to your food. They might be contaminating it. Call Brazier's Pest Control to sign up for our premium protection plan. We'll keep your home pest free year-round. Call 1-800-908-1000.
Roar with confidence on your wedding day with Tiffersons. No matter your style, we have the experience to ensure you get your desired look. Carefully crafting gorgeous hairstyles and elegant makeup for you and your bridal party. Pamper yourself ahead of time. Tiffersons is a full-service salon in West Ocean City, offering color, haircuts, extensions, nails, massage, facials, spray tans, and waxing. Head to Tiffersons.com for a free bridal guide to help you start planning for your flawless wedding day.
You can put some change in a stranger's parking meter. Don't pick up your phone inside the movie theater. But there's one thing that'll help you the most. It's giving blood while you relax and read the Morning Post. Good karma by the pint.
Visit Blood Bank of Delmarva to get your good karma by the pint.
Local news is really important, especially right now. Local news is still largely trusted by the people in the community that they cover, and a big part of that is because we're out in the community every day. We're meeting people, we're talking to people, we're telling their specific stories, because there's a lot of people that want to know what's going on here. There's a lot of people that have opinions about what's going on here. That matters from a journalistic standpoint.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coastwide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
It's almost 2025, and as we look back on 2024, there's no doubt one of the biggest stories of the year was this political season on the coast. In Delaware, you can't think about any election without Return Day. Coast TV has spent the last 2 months digging into the history of the famous tradition, where people return to the county seat to hear the returns of the election read out loud, just like how they did it in the 1800s. A hatchet is buried and opponents come together to mark the end of the political season.
All of the United States needs to follow those practices of bipartisanship, loving your community, reaching out that hand to support one another. And I think the healing process needs to be done everywhere.
You can learn all about this wonderful history. There are even some international elements on Monday at 6 p.m. The history of Return Day, Monday at 6 p.m. only here on Coast TV News.
Your way out tomorrow morning for brunch. Most of the day tomorrow is dry, mild and breezy, with temperatures approaching the 60s by the afternoon, mid to upper 60s in fact. Then we talk another round of rain by tomorrow evening. I'll break down the latest timing and have a look at that all-important New Year's Eve forecast when Coast TV News at 6 continues.
It all started with a truck and a dream of bringing excellent street food to our community. That dream became Tiki Jack's as we know it today. From mouth-watering street tacos to our signature sandwiches and street-inspired entrees, Tiki Jack's is the ultimate destination for comfort food by the shore. Whether you're dining out with family or looking for a fun night out with friends, stop by Tiki Jack's at Rehoboth Beach today for all your street eats and brews.
Start the new year off generously by giving to those in need on Delmarva. Coast Country Cares is hosting a Code Purple Drive on Saturday, January 11th at Boulevard Ford in Georgetown. Stop by from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. to donate non-perishable food items, warm clothing, cleaning supplies, and more for shelters and those who need it most this winter. For a complete list of items for January 11th, go to coastcountry.com. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
The Salisbury Stakes are serving up some smokin' soccer action on the Delmarva Sports Network. Feel the fire as the stakes grill their opponents and sear the competition. They're bringing the heat, from hot goals to sizzling saves. It's the perfect recipe for soccer excitement. Don't miss their flavor-packed season. Get your soccer well done. Watch the Salisbury Stakes only on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app.
What I love most about living on Delmarva has to be the agriculture. Being here, I think I just have a greater appreciation for the land that I live on, seeing, driving through cornfields, seeing farmers. I just have a greater appreciation for it. Even seeing, like farm equipment driving on the highway, I just feel more connected to the food I'm eating and where I'm living.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
Welcome to the final score right here on the Delmarva Sports Network.
Watch Delmarva's only live and local sportscast. Final score on DSN.
What a win. So glad we were able to capture it on DSN.
5 days a week, the final score is bringing you live coverage of local sports teams and games.
And Kobe Annals goes for the one-hand jam and helps his team to the big victory.
The final score, weeknights at 10:30 p.m. only on Delmarva's Sports Network.
Well, it is going to be an active and mild finish to 2024 and a cold beginning to 2025. Looking live into Cambridge, 50 degrees, a damp evening out there with showers and some areas of drizzle persisting through the evening. You can see that light rain moving over the bay into Cambridge and Crisfield, and that is moving to the northeast. We have a stalled out front over the area, so that moisture is kind of riding along that front. Eventually, that front's going to lift north, and we're going to get into a dry slot tomorrow. But check this activity out across the deep south. Pretty impressive, even for that area for this time of year. Tornadoes, moderate risk of severe weather. We don't have any severe weather to contend with here in Delmarva, but it is going to be mild. You can see that milder air to the south. We're going to continue to see that milder air filter into the area tomorrow, Monday, and even into New Year's Eve. 63 was our high today. Average 47, the record 72, set back in 2008. And you can see temperatures holding in the upper 50s to 60 at this hour. Small craft advisories off Delaware coast through 5 Monday. And for the further to the south, those are up through 1 on Monday. You can see rain chances over the next 2 days, light tonight. That heavier chance tomorrow night, and then unfortunately into New Year's Eve. I know bad timing there as far as the rain is concerned. 51 for your overnight showers, drizzle, areas of fog developing a balmy night. So there's the shower activity here over the next few hours. Then we get into a bit of a lull as we head into Sunday morning. A breezy, mild day, upper 60s, and then that next wave of moisture rolls in by about 9 o'clock tomorrow. Embedded rumbles of thunder possible here with this band. Heavy rain moving through. It's a brief shot of rain, and then we clear things out by Monday. And Monday shaping up to be a pretty decent day with temperatures around 60 degrees. I'm thinking generally we're going to see about a half an inch to as much as an inch of rain Sunday night into Monday. Winds, look at the winds out of the south gusting as high as 35 to 40 miles an hour into early Monday morning. Those winds will subside, but it will be mild tomorrow. As I mentioned, mid to upper 60s for most of us, a breezy afternoon, and it will be rather dry most of the day with that activity rolling in by the evening. So there's that next wave of moisture as we roll into your New Year's Eve. Yes, I know, unfortunately, bad timing with that by the evening hours. I know many people going out, so keep that in mind. But we dry things out by New Year's Day, and we're looking pretty nice by the end of the week. Now, it'll be a windy day on New Year's Day, but dry. 50 degrees, again, New Year's Eve with that evening rain. But then the big story is going to be the cold Arctic air that's going to be rolling in January 5th through the 11th. So we're at 50 for New Year's Day, and then that cold air comes rushing back in. 34 by next Saturday. We'll have more news coming up.
All right, guys, we're going to Jason's for the game this week. It's going to be dark, musty, and cramped, but we got this. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Man, I totally forgot you got a new show home.
Yeah, we moved in a few months ago. Wait, where'd everyone go?
The snack table is huge!
I can't tell if I'm inside or outside.
Oh yeah, that's fresh.
Get a show home, they said. All of your friends will want to come over to the game, they said.
DSN Plus is more energy, extra live games and on-demand replays, anytime, anywhere. DSN Plus is more hype. From playoff matchups and unified football to marching band showcases, we highlight what makes Delmarva unique. DSN Plus is more hometown pride. We go wherever our teams go, with up to 5 live games every weeknight. DSN is still free on air and cable, but get even more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
Step into the spotlight and join Coast Life, where every day is fun, fresh, and full of energy. We're searching for a vibrant co-host to bring style, personality, and excitement to our daily lifestyle show. From fashion and entertainment to home decor and seasonal trends, you'll connect with viewers and make every moment unforgettable. Think you're ready to shine? Apply now at drapermediajobs.com and show us what you've got. We are an equal opportunity employer.
Solo Cup Saturday night with me, Jared, 7 to 9 every Saturday on Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated.
The Polar Bear Plunge, benefiting Special Olympics Delaware, is one of the first state's coldest and most beloved traditions. This year, you have 2 exciting ways to take part. Plunge in person in Rehoboth Beach on Sunday, February 2nd, or create your own virtual plunge. Anytime, anywhere, and as cold or not as you want. It's not about how you plunge, it's about why. Support thousands of Special Olympics Delaware athletes. Register now at plungede.org.
U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says the nation is expected to reach its debt limit later in January. That's even though the debt ceiling is officially reinstated on January 2nd. In a letter sent to the congressional leaders yesterday, Yellen says on January 2nd, the nation's outstanding debt will actually decrease a bit. And once the debt ceiling is reached, the Treasury Secretary informs Congress with an outline of how to proceed. The nation's current debt ceiling stands at about $36.1 trillion. President-elect Donald Trump is asking the Supreme Court to pause an upcoming ban on TikTok in the U.S. It's scheduled to go into effect January 19th unless the platform is sold to a U.S. company. In his first administration, Trump unsuccessfully tried to ban TikTok in the U.S. by an executive order. But yesterday, in a legal filing, he asked justices to pause the ban so his administration can have time to find a middle ground and keep the app running. The move comes after Trump met with the platform's CEO earlier this month. Coming up after the break on Coast TV News at 6, we have an update on the Jay-Z case and what the judge has to say now.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
The hammers are smashing, the glasses are raising, and the fun times await at Bushel Sports Bar and Grill in Lewis. Explore our selection of off-season entrees and mouth-watering signature sandwiches that are sure to satisfy any palate. Relax and enjoy local craft brews and specialty cocktails watching your favorite sports team, or compete with your friends at some 8-ball. And indulge yourself with year-round all-you-can-eat crabs, served by the bucketful and seasoned to perfection. For good vibes with a friendly atmosphere, visit Bushel's on Coastal Highway today.
You can put some change in a stranger's parking meter. Don't pick up your phone inside the movie theater. But there's one thing that'll help you the most. It's giving blood while you relax and read the Morning Post. Good karma by the pint. Donate blood and then you just might save 3 people's lives. Get a season's worth of good vibes.
Visit Blood Bank of Delmarva to get your good karma by the pint.
140 basketball teams hit the hardwood in Salisbury today for the Governor's Challenge, sponsored by Shower Glass. 5 days of the best high school basketball talent in the country. Watch live exclusively on the Delmarva Sports Network, plus stream games from 5 courts only on the DSN app. From the first tip-off to the DSN Nightly Wrap-Up Show, the 42nd Annual Governor's Challenge, exclusively on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app.
Local news is really important, especially right now. Local news is still largely trusted by the people in the community that they cover, and a big part of that is because we're out in the community every day. We're meeting people, we're talking to people, we're telling their specific stories, because there's a lot of people that want to know what's going on here. There's a lot of people that have opinions about what's going on here. That matters from a journalistic standpoint.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
Take the holidays with you wherever you go, but not the same old songs over and over. The Duck has hundreds of holiday tunes. Enjoy 24/7 Christmas music on 107.1 The Duck, your Christmas variety station.
A judge has denied rap music mogul Jay-Z's lawyer's request to identify the rape accuser in a Jane Doe's sexual assault lawsuit. Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, has denied the claims from the accuser. She alleges she was just 13 years old when the rapper and Sean Diddy Combs raped her during a VMAs after party in 2000. The lawsuit was filed in October, and Carter's name was added to the complaint on December 8th. Both Carter and Combs have denied the woman's claims. The judge also scolded Carter's lawyers, saying, quote, "Relentless filing of combative motions is out of line." Big Lots says it has struck a deal to keep hundreds of stores open. Big Lots recently announced it was preparing to close its remaining 963 stores after a previous deal fell through. But just yesterday, the discount chain announced a new deal with another buyer. Under the proposed agreement, all of the Big Lots assets, including stores and distribution centers, will be sold to other retailers and companies. One of those companies, Variety Wholesales, which will acquire at least 200 of those stores and 2 distribution centers. We now take a live look into Salisbury, and after the break here on Coast TV News at 6, we have a final check on your forecast.
Hi, I'm Chris Adams, owner of Mattress Peddlers, your local family-owned mattress retailer. Gel memory foam is amazing. It retains its shape, keeps you cool, contours to your body, and stops motion transfer. There's a huge variety of memory foam out there, including this, so be sure to try before you buy. Bed in a box may be convenient, but it won't give you the long-lasting comfort that you deserve.
Mattress Peddlers.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Capture your favorite moments at the CoastTV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at coasttv.com under the Features tab. The CoastTV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
I've built a community, I've built a home here, and it's not pack up boxes every 3 years. It's a space that I'm invested in, my husband's invested in, and it really makes it just feel special. The stories that we cover every day, we also live every single day. So the stories that we tell are the ones that also impact us. We speak with people at the grocery store, our neighbors, our colleagues, our friends. We're all in this together.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home. Basketball is back, and it's nothing but net on the Delmarva Sports Network. From tip-offs to buzzer-beating plays, don't miss a moment of the action. High school hoops all season long on DSN and DSN+.
I thought I could trust her with them.
Don't give me the whole story that you rehearsed in front of a mirror.
Jewelry goes missing.
What happened to the earrings?
I put them in my purse.
Her mom texts me.
I ain't never text you. You ain't worth testing.
And a friendship is forever tarnished.
She came up to us, cussing me out.
She wanted to jump on my daughter, okay? I won't say another word.
Next, Judge Judy.
Monday at 2 on Coast TV. Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coast-wide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
Coming up tomorrow on Sunday Night Football right here on Coast TV, the Commanders will take on the Atlanta Falcons. A rookie showdown between Jaden Daniels and Michael Penix Jr. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. and then stay tuned after for your local news. Chris, I know you're going to be paying close attention to that one.
Oh, yeah. Hope the Falcons beat those Commanders. They got us last week. Showers moving over the area through the evening. It will be a damp night. You can see the low clouds there in Milford, 49 degrees. So showers and drizzle persisting at least through the evening hours. Some fog developing as well. Tomorrow, though, we start off cloudy, partly sunny, a mild and windy day. But we do have that rain moving in by the evening. So most of the day is dry. You can get your full forecast by dialing your First Alert Weather phone, and the Paul Davis 10-day shows another round of rain after tomorrow night into New Year's Eve, but things turn windy and much colder as we go into New Year's Day, but we're dry, and then look at that cold air moving right back in over Delmarva. Maybe some snow showers there by next Monday, but yeah, with that cold air is going to mean business as we roll into the second week of January.
Thanks for tuning in to Coast TV News at 6. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app and be sure to return to us tonight at 11. Until then, have a great night.